What is happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Pit Stop Lounge, episode number 43. And as always, we are your hosts, Jan, and a very pissed off Malcolm. Well, how are you, bro? It's been over a month since we last made the episode. How are you,
Been
bro?
been over a month. Listen, this past month has been fucking eventful, bro. Yeah, we just started the 1st of September here. Yeah, 1st of September, a new month just started.
Yeah,
Earth, Wind, and Fire settings. Sunday you remember, the vibes. But
yeah.
listen, it's been an eventful month. Had the feast, awesome
The
feast. Thank
masterpiece.
God, everything was well. St. Mary's feast. After the feast, I had the bronchitis. I just
No,
recovered from the bronchitis. I'm still recovering, really, but I'm much, much better. I just got back to work today after taking a week off. I had a week sick from work. But other than that, there was the Hungarian Grand Prix in between.
yeah,
The less spoken about that Grand Prix, the better.
less said about it.
The viewers know what happened. There's no need to
Yeah,
speak on it, especially if you're a Ferrari fan. So, very sunshine and rainbows as well. But on the other hand, I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm still recovering, but could be worse. What about you, bro? It's been a month. It's been a while. It's been a while since
it's
we
been a
made it back,
while,
fam.
and yeah, I've had a very event. Yeah, yeah, bro. Listen, very eventful month for me. Obviously, guys, if you've watched the previous episodes, as I said towards the beginning of those episodes, I've skated Mount Kilimanjaro during the first 10 days of August. Unfortunately, I didn't summit because I got diagnosed with altitude sickness not once, not twice, but 3 times, and I basically had to descend after 5,000 on.
Sorry.
I had to descend on 5,100 meters, but nevertheless, very proud of the mega effort, and it was an unbelievable experience. And just being on that mountain, just being in Africa in general was an unbelievable experience. And it's going to be something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, basically. Am I gonna try? Am I gonna be trying to summit the mountain again? For now, absolutely no chance. I may try in the next maybe 10 years after I summit a couple of small scale mountains, but I'm still very, very proud of being there and trying to try as hard as possible despite all those setbacks
You should be
to
proud,
reach the
bro.
summit. But
You should be
unfortunately,
proud. You should be
yeah,
proud.
definitely,
You should be. To me, you're a winner, Jan. To me, you're a winner, bro.
yeah.
You're a winner to
Thanks.
me.
Appreciate it. Other than that, bro, preparing for my next trip just basically this coming week in Austria. Just gonna be spending 4 days over there with a friend of mine. Gonna be very super excited for that one as well. It's gonna be way more relaxing than what happened in Tanzania, basically.
You're gonna do some time trials at the Red Bull Ring, or
No, not gonna happen.
alright, alright.
Unfortunately, my friend of mine isn't a motorsport fan, so I'm gonna be missing out on that. But hopefully, I'll try in my second visit if I enjoy my experience. I will definitely
Are you
enjoy
gonna
that.
do? Are you gonna do some time trials? You mean you're gonna do some time trials at the Red Bull Ring?
I wanna do that someday. It's like it's one of my bucket list dreams. I mean, with motorsport bucket dreams, it's that, and I wanna do a lap around the Nürburgring, bro. Not gonna lie, that's something I would love to do someday.
The
But
Nürburgring, or is it the Nordschleife?
the nor
The
the,
long
the
one.
North the long one, the North Clive,
The
yeah,
Nordschleife. Oh my god, that would be that's horrendous.
yeah.
But it would be a journey though. It would be an adventure for sure.
Gran Turismo settings,
Yeah,
definitely.
yes. Gran Turismo 4 settings, man.
Yeah.
Fuck the track.
No, I love that track, bro. Actually,
Whatever.
other than that, bro, obviously I missed out. I've missed out on the Budapest Grand Prix in Hungary. I obviously know that my boys took it home once again because unfortunately, guys, both me and Malcolm couldn't make it for that episode, so we missed out.
And thank God.
Missed out talking about that Grand Prix, but
And
obviously
thank
we
the
know what
Lord.
happened in that race. Same old,
And
pretty much,
thank the
bro.
Lord. And thank the Lord. Because I was so angry. I was so pissed off.
And
I was
you're about to
livid.
be even more pissed. And you're about to be even more pissed
Uh,
because what happened in
am I though?
Zandvoort.
Am I though? Am I? Am I?
Yeah. But we'll get to that later on, guys, because obviously we have Zandvoort to talk about. And before we get into that, if this is your first time listening to this podcast, guys, this is called the Pit Stop Lounge. It is a solely Formula One themed podcast where we talk about nothing but news off the track, what happens on the racetrack, at the paddock, and off the track as well. Breaking news, changes with driver personnel, and we have some drive. in the next couple of minutes, guys. So this is your first time listening to this podcast, guys, and if you are a massive Formula One fan, make sure to follow us on our socials: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also Spotify. For our Spotify listeners, make sure to hit us with that 5-star rating and let us know your thoughts on the comments or on the polls, which is specific to Spotify. We do pop polls every single episode. Guys, make sure to give us your thoughts on the polls. They close around like a couple of days after the episode is released online. So yeah, make sure to follow us on our socials. And with that, bro, let us get into today's episode. Before we get into Zandvoort, guys, we're gonna start with the news of the track. And we're gonna talk about the new kids on the block, and that is Cadillac, because they've just unveiled their driver lineup for their maiden F1 season next year. And those drivers, bro, are Valtteri, Bottas, and Sergio Perez, two experienced drivers and with plenty of pedigree in their F1 CVs. Now, bro, I predicted that was going to be Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo. I was one right on this. To give my quick thoughts on this, great
Absolutely.
acquisitions for both drivers. I think they're good. I think they could have for more perfect options. They're going for experience rather than rookies, and I think that's exactly what a new team heading into the sport, completely fresh to the sport, needs at this moment, bro. What do you think?
Listen, first and foremost, yeah, to me, no complaints whatsoever with the driver pairing. Two both very likable characters, two both drivers with a plethora of Formula One experiences, both Formula One drivers with race wins under their belt, and for Cadillac to get both of them in and sell them on the project that they have and get them on board with two drivers of that caliber, that speaks volumes. That can speak a lot of volumes.
Yeah,
Now, I've seen a lot of comments saying, but Lewis Hamilton won more races than both of them combined. Stupid statement. That is an
no,
absolute stupid statement. Because that's not how Formula One operates. Formula One is a team sport, it's a team based. And to have that plethora of experience on deck in your maiden F1 season is an absolute plus. Cadillac cannot afford, maybe in a 4 seasons time, they can go on the market and search for a rookie. They can do that, but first they need to get their feet in the sport.
yeah,
They need to test the waters properly. So a rookie to get into that situation is never ideal. Never,
it's
never
baptism
ideal.
of it's baptism of fire, bro. To be fair, as
Absolutely,
well, if
it's
they went
never
if they had
ideal.
went for a rookie,
It
not a
would
good
an
idea.
absolute risk for a rookie to get in the sport. There needs to be people in the team that are well experienced and well
Yeah,
drilled enough for a rookie to be there. So, with all that being said, perfect, absolutely brilliant combination, and I wish both Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas the best of luck with Cadillac.
it's about same of intent as well, bro. Because obviously we everyone more like Sergio Perez. Everyone's missing Valtteri Bottas as well. I mean,
Yes.
a driver of his caliber, you can't put him as a reserve driver for his caliber. So I'm very happy with this news. Obviously, I think they've gone for probably the best options available at the moment, because I couldn't see someone like Mick Schumacher being there.
No, no, no.
Absolutely not. I would have loved to see Danny Rick though getting in
Yeah,
that
but
team.
Danny Rick made it pretty clear that he had no interest coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
He made it
Listen, I
pretty
think
clear.
he obviously made it clear, but I think everyone wants to see a one last shot of opportunity basically for him. Now, obviously, the question remains on how the car is going to be set up. Possibly, we could maybe see Adrian Newey there. Highly unlikely,
Listen,
but listen,
anything could
the
happen,
door is
bro.
open.
Anything could happen.
Yeah,
Listen, it could either flop hard or it could strike lightning in the bottle, sorry, just like
like Braun.
Braun GP did back in 2009. Anything could happen.
And and also, bro, I think Cadillac are coming into the sport at the right time, because 2026, obviously next season, is
With the
going to
new
be
regs,
a game changing year for the sport. New regulations, the new turbo engines coming into
anything could
place,
happen. Anything could happen.
and anything could happen. Yeah, so it's not guaranteed that McLaren are gonna be dominating next season. So everything can change. So I think with Cadillac, a completely fresh team coming into the sport, and to get two two drivers caliber of experience like Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez into the team. Um, very, very bold statement of intent for Cadillac. And obviously, bro, I'm gonna join you in, wishing both drivers the very best. And I think not just Valtteri Bottas, but I think Sergio Perez in general, after the dismal last stint he had
Yeah,
with his previous team, he deserves
yeah,
another
absolutely,
chance,
absolutely.
a one last chance, basically.
Listen,
So
who knows? Maybe he could do a Jensen Button.
it's way too early for that, bro. I think.
Speaking of lightning in the bottle, speaking of lightning in the bottle, again, anything could happen, bro. Anything could happen. That's the beauty.
Yeah, for sure.
That's sometimes the beauty of the sport, you know, is that anything could happen. Not this season though, but from next season, because we already know what's gonna happen this season. So
Yeah,
next season.
definitely. Yeah. So listen. I think I mean all eyes seem to remain on Margehi. Not Margehi. Sorry, excuse me. No, rewind. Jesus Christ,
No,
man.
bro, no, bro,
My God.
your mind's on transfer deadline day.
Yeah, my God. Oh man,
And
late. That
bro,
was late.
Mark
That was
Guehi
late.
went from Crystal Palace to Ferrari's reserve driver.
My God. No,
He
pause,
scored a
pause,
screamer
pause, pause,
yesterday
pause.
against Aston Villa, bro.
No,
He just dipped down to Maranello quick.
my God. Oh man. Oh, man.
Keep going, keep going. Don't cut this out. Don't cut this out. Don't cut this
No,
out.
rewind.
Don't cut this out.
Um, no, I'm not gonna cut this out for sure.
Don't.
No, I'm not cutting it out for sure. But no, listen. No. What I wanted to say basically was, listen. Anything could still happen with who is gonna be in the technical team with Ferrari as well. I'm not ruling out any potential changes with the with what
With Christian Horner, you mean?
with Christian Horner. Yes,
Christian Horner.
exactly.
Nah, I don't think Christian Horner is coming back, bro. Nah.
I mean, he was. It could be also be silly season, bro, as well, because he was with Ferrari, and now he's obviously linked. Now he could also be mentioned with Cadillac as well. So
Nah, listen, with Ferrari, he was never on. He was never on. I never believed he was on with Ferrari.
with the Hamilton links as well.
Not only that, but I never believed it. So much so that Fred Vasseur signed a multiple-year contract extension with the team. So even
No, I
so,
can't see that. No, I can't see that happening as well.
so yeah, it's not gonna happen for sure with Ferrari, and I can't see it happening with Cadillac either, bro. Nah, he ain't coming
Yeah,
back.
definitely. No, bro.
It would be,
So
it
to
would
wrap.
be, it would be a bomba though. It would
No,
be.
it would be definitely.
It would be a
No, I
bomba.
mean, listen. No, just wrap this up, bro, because I don't want to get my mind on transfer deadline day. Perfect acquisitions
Absolutely.
for Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas. Maybe we can see a Braun-esque run next season. Who knows? It's still very early days on that.
Or
But
Caterham,
no,
or could be like Caterham in 2014.
speaking of catering, bro, they could be also making a potential
Oh
return
really?
post 2026. It's not
Oh wow.
confirmed yet. That could be another rumor swaying around
And
post
Kate and
2026 as well.
Caterham of all teams, I'd rather have Lotus, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, well, or Ford as well could be another one. But anyways, all right, bro, let's get into Zandvoort now, bro. This could be next year. This is the penultimate edition of the
Right.
Zandvoort Grand Prix, because next year
Yeah, man.
is the last time we're going to be seeing this track. And honestly, it's going to be a miss, because
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this track. What do you think?
Me too, bro. Me too. It's very technical. Opportunities to overtake are not at the maximum here. Maybe the start finish straight, and you need to be very opportunistic in certain corners. It's very technical. Like you need to be a fast driver and not just have a fast car, as we've seen this weekend.
And
But
even with the pit stops, bro, it's very hard to predict how you're gonna plan out your pit stop
yeah,
strategies. Some say it's one stop, some say it's two stops as well. But
it
I mean,
depends
from
on the
how this
track.
race
It
panned
depends on the
out,
track.
it's two
But I
stops.
think, but I believe an undercut is not really ideal here. One of
Yeah.
the very few tags that the undercut is not really ideal because of its long straight.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So listen, it is gonna be a miss though. And of course, what they're gonna add in another street circuit and stuff.
And even on sponsorship reasons, they're gonna be cutting ties with the track. For me, I don't want another street circuit, bro. I think
Yeah,
they
but
they,
it's
they
gonna
they should
happen.
stick with these type of circuits, but unfortunately, it's gonna happen.
Bro, Imola has been ditched, bro, for a street circuit like Madrid.
Solid stop, man.
Absolute
To remove you, voila. But
dog shit, bro. Dog shit of a decision. But whatever.
yeah, definitely. Now, bro, obviously Zandvoort is Max Verstappen FC. They're over there. The seas of it's a sea of orange of orange army seas over there. So, obviously the crowd wanted Max to get in on the front podium, but obviously he had the two McLarens in front of him, and it was always going to be a bit of a tough task for him. And also, bro, it was forecasted. Sorry,
No trip.
excuse me. Also forecasted, bro, that was gonna be a weekend full of drizzles and full of rain, and rain was obviously gonna dominate dominate all weekend round. But that wasn't quite the
Not
case, bro.
really.
We've had some drizzles on we've had rain on race day,
But
but
not major.
overall not as major
Nah.
as it was predicted.
It,
But
it,
obviously, guys,
it was like cat's piss, bro. That's what it was. Just
yeah,
cat's
for
piss.
sure.
That's what it was.
So obviously, guys, if you're new to this podcast, we always start with qualifying. We're gonna work our way into Q1, Q2, and Q3. Then we're obviously gonna be talking about the race. In Q1, bro. Uh, Not too many surprises. Lance Stroll in 20, the two Hasses in 19th and 18th, Oliver Bevin, Esteban Ocon, Nico Hulkenberg in 17th, and Franco Colapinto in 16th. Now, bro, we're gonna start with Lance Stroll. He went off in the
Yeah.
first part of Q1, and that pretty much marked the end of his session basically. Now prior to that, bro, he had a really nasty crash in free practice,
Yes.
and kudos to the entire team for fixing that car just in time for Q1.
Hmm.
But obviously, bro, it was always going to be a tough task for Lance Stroll to get out of Q1. I mean, to suffer extensive amount of damage and to not even set up a lap time in the first round of qualifying, it's no big surprise that no big surprises that he was going to start at the back of the grid. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, man. With Lance Stroll, at least mega job from the team to set that
Yeah,
car up and repair the car in time for the race the next day. And listen, and it was unfortunate because Lance Stroll was having a pretty decent session in practice. Lance Stroll was doing
yeah,
pretty good in practice. He was doing pretty good. Now I know practice usually, but to see someone like Lance Stroll doing well in practice, I'm like, not just Lance Stroll, but even Alonso and the other Aston Martin, they were doing pretty solid work in practice.
yeah,
So, and then of course qualifying pace is qualifying pace. It's different than practice, but with Stroll, it was very unfortunate for him, man.
yeah, definitely. Disappointment for the two Hasses, Oliver Behrman and Esteban Ocon. Now, for Oliver Behrman, that was the lowest point of his entire weekend because the race
Yeah,
was a completely different story for him.
absolutely, absolutely.
Um, Nico Hulkenberg in 17th, bro. It looks like after his first podium in Silverstone, it looks like he has completely checked out. But listen, I
Don't blame him, bro.
because I don't really blame him because he has achieved his objective basically of getting a podium, and now he could take it as it should be. Listen, let's hope he gets another shot at a podium, but
Hey, race win
um.
is next for Nico, bro. A race win is
Yeah,
next.
listen, a race win is next, but listen, let's be
Yeah,
completely honest. He's not going to do it in Sauber, definitely. So
unfortunately,
that
no.
and Franco Pinto in 16th. Surprised he's still in an Alpine seat because I thought he was gonna get the sack after the first five races, but so far he's still there.
And,
What happens next season? It's a
and he's going
different
to,
story, but
at least till the end of the season, he's gonna be there.
you couldn't say. I wouldn't say that, bro.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
I wouldn't say that, but anyhow, Q2 again, the same old. The same old suspect you would say. Alex Albon in 15th, Pierre Gasly in 14th, Gary Bortoleto on 13th, Yuki Tsunoda on 12th, and Kimi Antonelli 11th. That that is probably the only slight surprise you would say. I wouldn't
Albon,
really
Albon,
wouldn't.
Albon
Well, I
was,
wouldn't really. Sorry.
Albon was pretty disappointed that he got knocked
Yeah,
out
I
in
was
Q2.
I was with that.
He was very disappointed,
Ex-
very, very disappointed with that. He made a bit of amends in it in the race, but he was very disappointed. As for Antonelli, I was a bit pushed back. I was a bit pushed back. Sorry, a
push
bit
back,
pushed
push
back.
back.
I was a bit taken aback that Antonelli got outside, didn't end up in Q3. I was really
Yeah,
surprised with that. As for Yuki, again, you expect better. Bortoletto 13th and Gasly 14th. Best they could do, to be honest. Gasly, maybe he could go into Q3, but, you know, not
yeah,
really, other than that, not really much.
yeah. Bortoletto, that's another solid lap time for
Very
him.
solid fifth.
Listen, to get a Sauber into Q2, it's always to get out of Q1. It's always a positive for them. So
And
at least to
Bortoletto
get one car.
does have a Q3 appearance this year, so
And listen, he's working his way to be one of the standout rookies of this entire season. We obviously know who the standout rookie is at the moment, but for Bortoletto, he's making solid ground in that Sauber.
absolutely.
Get himself into those Q2 positions. Alex Albin, yes, I am disappointed with him. I was expecting him to at least get himself into maybe a 9th or a 10th place, considering how his past qualified performances have been this season. With regards to Tsunoda, again, that second Red Bull seat, you're always going to expect the expected with that seat. And with Kimi Antonelli, again, he's not going to the best of form right now at the moment, with both the races and also his qualifying performances, and especially who got himself into Q3. He's gonna kick himself. He's gonna be kicking himself.
Yeah.
In all honesty, with
Yeah.
that, the top 10: Fernando Alonso in 10th, Carlos Sainz in 9th, Liam Lawson in 8th, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc in 7th and 6th, George Russell in 5th, Isack Hadjar in 4th place. That's
Mega,
a mega,
bro.
mega, mega left for him.
Mega, bro.
We're gonna get into him very soon. Max and the top three, as you can expect, Max Verstappen in 3rd, and the two McLarens, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri in pole position.
I'm
L- l-
with you, Ben. Yeah. I was very surprised that both Racing Bulls got into the top 10, but Isaac Hadjar this weekend, yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have to start with him, bro. Isack
Isaac
Hadjar,
Hadjar.
take it away, bro.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. There's nothing to talk about Oscar Piastri and Norris to get a 1-2, a fifth in a row, mind you. 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
expected at this stage.
like Max Verstappen getting third, the best he could do in quali. Isaac Hadjar, yeah, that was mega. Came out of nowhere like Randy Orton, bro. That was
Yeah,
mega from Isaac Hadjar. And other than that,
I'm not.
yeah, 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 but it did arrive. It did arrive, and how, bro?
Wow, and his race was even better, bro.
Absolutely, absolutely. What mega race? But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Um, in the top three, bro, I'm not too surprised. I mean,
Nah,
the two McLarens have dominated just as they did in this entire season. The championship, we all know, it's between Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. At this stage, Max Verstappen, he needs to perform a miracle
nah,
to get
no chance,
himself into
bro.
those places.
No chance.
I'm not surprised that McLaren have dominated all three practice sessions. It's either Lando or Oscar getting first or second. They were swapping roles basically, and their lap times, bro, a 1:8.662 and a 1:8.674. Not almost nothing to split between two
At this
McLarens.
at this point between Piastri and Norris, at this point, it's on track preference.
It's on track
For
preference at
example,
this stage, yeah, basically. I mean, nothing
maybe
to write.
Norris might prefer Monza more than Piastri, or Piastri might prefer Singapore more than Norris. That's what
Yeah,
that's where it's at now between these two. It's on
yeah,
track preference. Their driving
for sure.
styles. That's where it's at now between the two. Max Verstappen, I don't think he's too.
He's doing all he can, to be
No,
honest, Max Verstappen, in
but
both qualifying the races.
I don't see that he's too bothered about it, bro. You know, I don't see he's too
Listen,
bothered about it.
he's won 4 World Championship titles, bro. I don't
He's
think
not bothered.
he's.
He's not bothered about it. He's not bothered. The fact that he won one, to him, that's already enough. To win four, that's a bonus. The other three for him are probably a bonus. But Verstappen, listen, he's still gonna go out there and he's gonna give it his all, just like he did yesterday in the race. No exception, especially like yesterday. But
Yeah,
other than that, it's between Norris and Piastri. And listen, fair play to McLaren, bro.
you don't see fair play about it. You couldn't care less. You seem.
I don't care.
No, listen, I have nothing else to add, bro. It's as perfect as you can get with two McLarens. I don't really mind, to be honest, if whoever gets first and second. The most important thing is we have another front row lockout in qualifying and heading into the race. The rest of the drivers, bro. Again, in the case of George Russell, the two Ferraris would be a little bit disappointed that he got outperformed by Hadjar and Russell, but I'm not really that surprised that they've ended
Same,
up in those.
same. I
I
expected
think
worse. I expected worse. I'm gonna be honest. I expected worse.
I disagree on that, bro. I think you're not as horrible. The car isn't as horrible as you think
Nah,
these
it
days
is, bro.
with
It is,
Bottas'
bro.
performances. But
Bro, it is.
bro, as I said, the big standouts are the racing pool, specifically Isack Hadjar, but even Liam Lawson, bro, eighth
Yeah,
place
very solid, very solid.
is a very, very solid effort. And listen, bro, I think his return to the team hasn't been a
Oh,
worthy standout, but he's
hasn't been a
getting
walk.
himself into those top 10 places at the very least.
Hasn't been a walk in the park, but Liam Lawson, he's still in familiar territory, and he needed that move back to Racing Bulls. It was way too early for
Yeah,
him to make the jump
yeah,
onto,
that jump
and
was
he
way
was
too early
never,
for him, definitely.
and it never should have happened, bro. With all due respect to Liam Lawson, it should never have happened. At least thank God that's
Definitely.
working out with Racing Bulls. At least. As for
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz, sorry,
And
pardon me.
sorry,
As for Carlos
no,
Sainz
no.
and Fernando Alonso, P9 and P pretty solid. Fernando Alonso must be very happy. I mean, not very happy. He would expect for him it would be better if he was more above in the grid. But Sainz ninth and Alonso 10th, I think pretty solid.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's. If you don't have anything else to add, bro, I don't have anything to add with that.
Me neither.
Let's just jump straight into the race now, guys. Before getting to the race, it is your first. Another reminder that if this is your first time listening to this podcast, make sure to hit us up with a comment, subscribe, and a share. And also on Spotify, guys, make sure to hit us out with a 5-star rating and let us know your thoughts on the polls that we publish with every single episode. The race, bro. You want to get us through the race before you completely crash down with.
Well, we start off with the start of the race. Norris didn't get off the line pretty well. Piastri got off the line very well. Piastri got even better off the line than both of them very well. Verstappen overtook Norris, and Norris tried to, squeeze him on the outside of was it turn one, turn two, turn three, before you just take the banking, and Verstappen was with a daredevil move, crazy car control.
Yeah,
He kept the car out of the grass, stayed stayed in second. He kept second place. And
yeah,
but Verstappen also had the tire advantage. He started on the softs, in which both McLarens started on the mediums. So
yeah,
he had more grip, Verstappen. Verstappen had more grip, he had the advantage, but listen, he made it stick, he made the most of it. Probably played the strategy a bit because there was rain forecasted. So you could see why Verstappen did that. So
yeah.
a short stint on the softs and then go into inters. Unfortunately, though, the rain never came. The rain never came. It was forecasted. There were dark clouds, but it never happened, bro.
There
And
were some drizzles, though, bro. There
there
were
were
some.
some
There were
drizzles,
some drizzles on the track.
but DRS was never disabled, and they never switched tires to winters. They never switched. So to me, that was nothing. But as the track was, dampening up with rain a bit, Norris overtook Verstappen, and a couple laps later, when the drizzle stopped, in the banking, I don't remember which lap this was, but I missed a part, sorry. Alex Albon also had a very good start. He started from P15 and made up 10 places. Also, he had a mega
Yeah,
start. Alex Albon. Skipped it, my bad. And also, after the drizzle part with the rain stopped, in the banking section, the unthinkable happened. As I don't remember which lap it was, bro. I don't even want to
lap
remember.
23, lap 23.
Out of all people, out of all drivers, Lewis fucking Hamilton, bro, took a bit of outside on the banking. The car just went sideways and straight into the wall and DNF.
It's,
His first
it's driver. It's
DNF,
just a driver error for me.
his first DNF of the season. That's not all, and that's not all. because we
Obviously,
have more.
the safety car came out obviously after that lap, and we had obviously most of the drivers had to make a mandatory pit stop for during that lap time.
Mind you, Leclerc tried to undercut prior to the situation that happened, so it backfired immediately. And other than that, then was a pretty normal race. It was a pretty normal race. Some overtakings here and there,
Hmm.
especially a very nice battle was brewing between not Verstappen, sorry, between Russell and Leclerc. Very very nice battle between the two.
There were some. Sorry to cut you off, bro. There were some very tense showdown, tense duels in the middle portion of the grid, not just with Leclerc and Russ
That as well. That
and
as well.
Antonelli and Russell as well.
That as well. That as well. There was a lot of movement going on, especially with Fernando Alonso. I spent late in the race moving up the grid. Excuse me. And but I don't again remember which lap this was. But Antonelli in the same section, bro, in the banking, tried an audacious move on Charles Leclerc and took Leclerc out of the race.
That was around lap 53. Lap 53, basically.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as that happened, bro, I turned my TV off like Drake. I checked out. I was done, bro. I was
Like
done.
Kendrick Lamar, bro.
I don't know what.
Kendrick Lamar, bro.
Oh,
TV
sorry,
off like
Kendrick
Kendrick Lamar.
Lamar. My apologies. Sorry, my apologies. I turned my TV off like Kendrick Lamar, bro, like K. Dot. My apologies. Um, I turned my TV off, man. I couldn't bear it no more. And to be honest with you, yes, I know that there's competition still. Yes, I know that there's still a lot to play for. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, my guy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you with everyone here. I'm done with this season, bro. I'm
No, you
done.
look checked out, bro. But I think, listen, with I'm gonna start with Leclerc. With Leclerc, he was just extremely unlucky with
Two
that. I think he,
back to back like Drake. That's what I meant to say, Drake. Back to back
yeah,
like Drake,
definitely.
bro.
I mean,
Back to back like Drake, bro.
In
Two great
Hungary, bro.
races.
Sorry, sorry.
My apologies. Two great races, yeah. In Hungary happened what happened. He started on pole, great race, first stop, then after the second stop, the car just collapsed for some reason. It became an absolute diva to drive. Now here, again another solid race ruined by Kimi Antonelli. I don't want to blame Kimi Antonelli. Shit happens. I get it, bro. But it is very unfortunate. Two great races back to back and ended up like they did is so unlucky.
At this
So
point,
unlucky.
bro, at this point, I just feel incredibly sorry for Leclerc because I think he's literally doing absolutely everything he can in that Ferrari, and he's just getting led. He's just getting led. He's just being led down almost on a consistent basis. If it's not the car, it's an accident. If it's an accident, it's weather. It could be anything. And at this point, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up leaving the team at the end of next season.
Who would blame him?
And who would blame him exactly?
Who would blame
Who
him,
would
bro?
blame him? Honestly,
I firmly believe Charles Leclerc next year might be his last hurrah with Ferrari. If there isn't at least
and it's,
solid improvement, if there isn't at least solid improvement,
yeah.
I think he might dip, bro.
And I actually feel for the guy, bro, because he did some really audacious overtakes, especially with with the one on Russell or Antonelli. I
Yeah,
forgot which lap it was,
on
but
George Russell, bro.
on George Russell, that overtake was audacious was a very brave overtake to do, and even in that particular corner. As with Kimi Antonelli, bro, his stinky run continues. I mean,
Yeah,
a poor qualifying and even worse with the race, and obviously a bit unsurprised. The worst kept secret. His race was compromised
sorry.
after that incident. He received a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision, and he also received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So a double whammy for him. And again, as I said earlier in qualifying, bro, this guy is just going through a very very rocky patch at the moment, and let's hope
Absolutely, man.
he just picks it up a pace. Um, to my friend, bro, because one of my friends actually went to watch the race live in Zandvoort. He's a Max Verstappen fan, and I obviously told him give Kimi a lifetime contract or something. But jokes aside, you have to feel very very sorry for Charles Leclerc. Desperately
And
unlucky,
even Lewis Hamilton at this point as well. Listen, Lewis
and even
Hamilton.
Hamilton. I think it's a
They,
basic driver error for him.
listen,
Those errors happen, unfortunately.
but I don't think. But Lewis Hamilton doesn't have that mistake in him. There's no way. That is so unfortunate. Out of all people, bro, it had to be him? Like, listen, my guy, it's been a shit year for Ferrari. with the double DNF in China, the double DNF here.
Yeah.
That's 2 DNFs, bro. The shit performances. Okay, a couple podiums by Leclerc here and there. At least Leclerc got got a pole this year in Hungary, and it
Yeah.
was unexpected.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be straight up with you, bro. I want the season to end as quickly as possible. I don't
Not
give.
for me though.
I no.
Not
You
for
should
me
be.
though.
Listen. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. To all the McLaren fans out there. It's a solid battle between between Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Between the two of them, it's now all depends on track preference. Just like as we were saying,
Yeah.
may the best man win out of the two of them. As for me, I can't be bothered, bro. This
And
is
listen, bro,
2020
speaking
for
of,
me. This is 2020 all over again with Max Verstappen. This is
yeah, and
26.
obviously,
This is
sorry.
2016 all over again with Mercedes.
Obviously, bro,
9 years
the
later.
safety car, obviously, we had another safety car after that Leclerc and Antonelli
I don't
incident,
know what happened, bro. But I
and
know.
the drama didn't stop there, guys, because after that, on lap 65, Lando Norris of all fucking people suffered an engine failure, and his race was over, and his race was automatically over after that. And that is a turning point for this year's drivers' championship, because obviously it's between
That's a
him and
big
Oscar
points lost.
Piastri. That is crucial points lost for Lando Norris, and for Oscar Piastri. Spoiler alert: he ended up winning the race. That extends his lead further in the championship. And just like Charles Leclerc, bro, Lando Norris was just bitter. It was just incredibly unlucky. That is just incredibly bad luck for him to have an engine failure. And his fan base got absolutely ratted, bro, on online after the race, basically saying that his engine failures always happen to his car. And to that I'm saying,
Nah,
and to that I say, it's just bad. That's just
nah,
being a
it's
bad
stupid.
loser, basically,
Nah,
with
nah,
that
nah,
for
that's
sure.
stupid, bro. With the same discussion,
Yeah,
Oscar Piastri got DNF'd, crashed in his home Grand Prix in the first round of the season.
yeah. That's why I don't really mind. No,
Anything could
for me,
happen,
bro.
bro.
Listen, bro. For me, Fernando Norris, it's just straightforward for me. That's extremely unlucky with that engine failure.
Very unfortunate.
Let's hope he bounces back in Monza. That's all I can say about Lando Norris.
Yeah,
He because if that engine failure didn't happen, he would have easily got himself into second place, 100%.
yeah, absolutely.
That McLaren was just too quick. It was the best of the bunch yet again all weekend, and yeah, perfect as it just bloody perfect for my entire team. Another win for Oscar Piastri. And at this point, bro, it's just a matter of not if but when. At this point, both with
We've
the
been knew
constructors
that. We've been knew
and
that,
even
Jan.
and even with the drivers' championship.
We've been knew that. Listen,
At this
both
point,
the drivers and the constructors. The constructors, it's you. That's
no,
McLaren.
definitely constructors. It's
And
just I think after Monza, maybe in late September, early October, we'll wrap it up
yeah,
100%.
yeah, and with the drivers' championship, it's between Norris and Piastri.
Right now, it's Oscar Piastri definitely
He's in the driver's seat.
the heavy favorite. He's looks like in the driver's seat. But listen, I'm not gonna count Lando out of this definitely. But at the moment, it looks like Oscar's gonna take this
But
home
all right.
100%.
Listen, if Oscar Piastri does take the championship, what do you think that would do to Lando Norris?
It's gonna shatter his confidence
Cause,
100%.
cause listen,
Definitely.
McLaren, Lando Norris is McLaren's golden boy.
Yeah.
He's been with the team for 7, 8 years now. This is Oscar Piastri's third season, I believe. No, or
Yeah. Third
second.
season. Third season. Third
Third.
season. Third season.
This is Oscar Piastri's third season. He came in as a second driver. Not much expectation. Yes, everyone knew he had talent, but no one expected him to have this meteoric rise.
No,
So
definitely.
for him to win a championship before Lando Norris with all the hype, and I don't want to blame Lando Norris, by the way.
No, definitely.
I think he's a very good driver. I don't want to blame Lando Norris for this, but it doesn't look pretty good for him.
No.
If Oscar Piastri ends up winning it, anything can still happen.
Yeah,
I'm just
there's
saying.
still a couple more races to go, so
There's
I'm not
10
gonna rule
races
out
left.
Lando in
There's
this.
10,
Definitely
there's 10 races left.
less than 10
Oh, it
races.
says. See, that's what. No, there's less than 10 races. Like 8, 9. I don't know. But
something like that. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It could. It says a whole lot, bro. That could mean a
definitely.
whole lot. That could mean a whole lot.
No, but listen,
Them I start looking at Lawrence different. Like, hey, yo, you were talking with so much bare chest last year that you could
I think, bro, with this weekend as well, the only negative I would say with Lando Norris is that he had a bit of a poor start. Other than that,
But that's usual.
um,
That's
he
usual.
had he for me he just could not he couldn't have done anything more than that. That was just very very bad luck from his side. And let's hope he bounces back in Monza. Simple as that. Max Verstappen in second in his home Grand Prix. I think that's the best you could have hoped for.
Yeah.
But bro, the big story of the weekend is Isack Hadjar
The two drivers to me that deserve all the praise from this race
and
are
Oliver Behrman.
Ollie
Yeah, I forgot
Behrman.
him.
He started from the pit lane. I want to keep the short and sweet on Ollie Behrman. Absolutely deserves it. He started from the pit lane, finished P6, his career best, mind you. His
That
career
is a
best.
super. That is a superb result for
Mega,
him. Eh?
bro. Mega. His career best. But even better. Listen, I don't want to give nothing away from Ollie Behrman. That's his career best. But even better, bro. Isack bloody Hadjar, man.
Third place.
He held down
His maiden
fourth.
in his rookie season, man.
He held down fourth. Leclerc was hounding him early in the race. He held it down like Gangstar, bro. He held it
Yeah.
down, Isack Hadjar. And absolutely a brilliant drive from him. Calm, cool, composed. And I believe that's the youngest podium sit.
Yeah.
Isack Hadjar just became the youngest French podium sitter ever. Great achievement. What a talent. Solid race. And even F1 did a game quiz thing. And he said that this year I will be on the podium. Bro,
He was right.
them manifested the podium. He manifested the podium. What a
The
guy.
only guy, the only downside that bro did during this entire weekend was breaking his third place trophy. That's like the only negative he did. Because
Nah,
other than that, bro, what a performance! I mean,
absolutely.
listen, obviously, Lando's DNF. He took advantage of Lando's DNF, but
Because he held down fourth.
but listen, I'm not gonna take any away from his performance. To get a third place in your rookie season in just the 15th attempt, it's a superb result. And for me, bro, listen, I might jump on the bandwagon very quickly. That for me automatically confirms his Red Bull seat next season. Let's for me. Listen, I might be too early on that, but for me, he has shown this season that he is in that second Red Bull
No,
seat.
he has.
That
He
is both
has.
that
I'll
is
give him
both a
that.
that is both a positive and a negative because we know how that second Red Bull seat is. But Isack Hadjar has shown enough that he deserves to be to be ahead of Yuki Tsunoda because his performances have been exceptional. And that third place is the best of his career, no doubt about it. And listen, guy, just to get straight on this away, driver of the day, one
Oh,
hundred
easily.
percent,
By the way, I'd
easy
like to
driver of
also
the
give a
day.
shout out to Alex Albon. Because Alex
Yeah, and
Albon, he
yeah,
finished P15 and
in
finished P5,
15th,
bro. He started P15, made up 10 places at the start of the race, and finished P5.
yeah.
Again, a solid race. Thank God, and Albon needed that, especially
And I,
after
do-
the
and I
break.
and I don't want to and I don't want to single out also Oliver Behrman, bro, because to
Absolutely.
start from the beginning and to finish in sixth place in a Haas is a mega effort for him. So
Albon,
it could be Albert, but Isack
Albon,
Hadjar has
yeah,
absolutely blew everyone away this week, and
yeah,
definitely
he held down,
driver of the day
yeah,
100%.
yeah, he held down fourth like I hold fourth gear in Need for Speed Underground, bro. During the drift, that was
Good
easy.
comparison,
That
good
was light
comparison
work,
there,
bro. That was mega. That was
good
mega. Listen, I
comparison
played
there.
that. Listen, as I was sick, I played a lot of Need for Speed Underground, so that's why I'm saying.
Yeah. Don't
But
blame me on that.
anyways, no, mega from
George
Hadjar,
Yeah,
mega.
definitely. George Russell in fourth place, solid result for him, to get into those into the points over there.
Yeah,
Alex Albon, Oliver Behrman,
he was trying to battle Hadjar
yeah,
for third, but Hadjar held him down.
yeah, definitely. Alex Albon, and Oliver Behrman, we spoke about them already. Lance Stroll also, bro, seventh
Yes.
place. To have from having his car completely wrecked to start at the back of the grid and to get himself in the top 10 places, it's another great effort for him. And also Fernando Alonso, bro, in eighth place.
Bottas in the
double points
points.
finish. Even Yuki Tsunoda, bro. Yuki Tsunoda getting himself in the points in ninth place, just 2 points, yes, but again, not having any single points in the back. And also, bro, Haas also got a double points finish with Esteban
Yes.
Ocon in 10th place. So great weekends all around for Racing Bulls, Williams, Aston Martin, and even Haas in general.
Absolutely.
And obviously, the same can be said with the Ferraris and with one of the Mercedes drivers, bro.
With Kimi
So
Antonelli.
yeah, that's pretty much it on Zandvoort. That's pretty much it on Zandvoort. Bro, drive of the day, we already spoke about it. It's going to be Isack Hadjar.
Hadjar.
Other
Hadjar,
contenders,
easy.
other shout
Albon
outs:
and
Oliver
Behrman.
Behrman, Lance Stroll, Oscar Piastri also are decent shouts. Loser of the day, Ferrari, easily.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, they were so unlucky, man. They were so unlucky. And listen, just like I said, I don't know if it's me because I'm a Ferrari fan, but I've already checked out on the season, bro. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'll keep watching the races, but other than that, I'm not expecting jack. I ain't expecting
Shit.
a damn thing. And Monza's up next, by the way. Monza
Hmm.
is this
Yeah.
weekend, this coming weekend. I'm not expecting nothing. The most I expect is a livery change. I ain't expecting nothing, bro. And even that, I'd be disappointed because the past 2 years, the livery's been garbage.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm gonna be straight up.
No, no, I agree, bro. Losers
It's
of the day
tough.
are
It's
absolutely
tough. It's tough.
are gonna be Ferrari for this one. Lando Norris could be a shout also for loser of the day, but no, definitely Ferrari are gonna be our picks. Do we have
Bro,
dicks or clowns of the day? No.
Ferrari's highlight, yeah. Kimi Antonelli is dick of the day because he had no right
Yeah,
to make
Kimi
that move.
Antonelli definitely is the cup of the day.
He had no right to make that move on Leclerc in the banking section. No right.
Yeah,
That's bullshit, bro. That was fucking bullshit. I was fuming at the kid. He had no right to do that. That was audacious. Like you could say the same with Leclerc on Russell,
yeah,
but whatever, bro.
yeah.
Listen, Ferrari's highlight, yeah, were Leclerc's random pics taken at him as he was sitting on the grass.
Phot- a photography session, like
Bro,
a
he was like
photography session,
Gaffiero.
like you see
He was like on
Gaffiero.
he was like on like some Gaffiero settings, bro. What is this? What are we doing here?
For the next French festival, but anyhow,
Yeah, pay me like one of your friends. Get the man.
can't catch a break as a Ferrari fan right now, bro. You just can't. There's no way. All right, bro. If you don't have anything else to add, let's get into our results after Zandvoort. Our top 10, not much changes. The two McLarens, Oscar Piastri and Don Norris, first and second, 309 points and 275 points respectively. Drivers' Championship is with two drivers at this point now. Max Verstappen in third with 205 points. George Russell in fourth with 184 points. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton in fifth and sixth, 151 points and 109 points. Kimi Antonelli and Alex Albon tied in seventh and eighth with 64 points, and Nico Hülkenberg and Isack Hadjar are tied in ninth place with 37 points, respectively. The constructors, McLaren, stay on top with 584 points. Ferrari just a couple of points ahead of Mercedes with 260 points and 248 points. Red Bull remain in fourth with 214 points. Way behind are Williams with 80 points in fifth place. Sixth, we have Aston Martin with 62 points. Racing Bulls with that third place finish are just 2 points behind in 60 points. Sauber in eighth with 51 points. Haas in ninth with 44 points. And Alpine remain bottom with 20 points. Bro, that bottom half, it's looking tightly contested this season.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
It's between them. That's where the competition is. I mean, the competition is
Yeah,
between
definitely.
second, third, and possibly fourth, and then the rest is in the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, that is it. That is the end of this today's episode. Thank you so much for listening, guys. We really
We're so
appreciate you
back.
guys having the time. We are so back. That
We're
I
so
mean,
back.
I'm still remembering that blunder I did earlier, bro. I mean, that was fucking
The
ridiculous.
Marguerite one. The
The
Marguerite.
Margehi one, yeah, that was insane. No,
It
guys,
happens. It happens.
obviously, no, guys, obviously, I will be missing out on Monza this weekend because I will be abroad in Austria. Hopefully, I'll find some time to stream it somewhere. So that episode is gonna be released a bit later than scheduled. So apologies for the inconvenience caused beforehand, guys, but we will be speaking about that ground. We'll be speaking about Monza in our next episode.
True.
Until that, guys, hope you have a good rest of the week, and we'll see you for the next one. Peace
Yay,
out.
dose.